Listen, now I know Penelope is not a fan favorite, but she is to me in terms of I understand where her anger and aggression towards Andy is coming from. Now, is she wrong to blame every single thing that has gone wrong in both her and Jordan's life on Andy? Yes, and I've explained this till I was blue in the face. And I'm not here to do that again. But in my mind, as someone who can understand Penelope's motivation as a character, I will say this much. They completely ruined her in the finale. She's literally a pass around at this point, and I really think that sucks because, and look, I'm not saying this out of bias of, man, I was rooting for her and Robin to get together, and I even did say, like a lot of you, mentioned to me that before she gets involved with any other man, Penelope definitely needs time to talk to someone. I think even Robin suggested that she talk to a therapist and whatnot because she's gone through some pretty traumatic things in the past, couple of weeks. And this is before the 1 month time skip, by the way. But yeah, she definitely needs to, focus on fixing herself because look, those pills messed her up bad. What did she say? Those pills that were supposed to help her sleep caused her to have blackouts and whatnot. And then, of course, her brother gets arrested and is behind bars for a month. It's just a whole lot. So the last thing Penelope needs to do is get with some man. But unfortunately, she tried to get it on with two men in the finale. First, it was Robin who got her brother out, and then he rebuffed her advances. And Penelope gave a very important warning about Andy. And then out of nowhere, her and Rich hook up, which I feel is messed up for a number of reasons because this is your brother's best friend or one of them, specifically, Tony being the other. But it's made clear that we know that the guys knew each other since college, but it turns out Rich even knew Jordan and Penelope since they were, kids and whatnot. So it's just one of those things where, wow. This feels as wrong as the animated Batman The Killing Joke when Batgirl and Batman had sex on top of a building near a gargoyle. And it's like, bro, that's the daughter of like your friend slash surrogate father figure, Commissioner Gordon. It's like, what the heck, man? This is wrong on so many levels. But I already did a separate video about Sabrina and if she has the right to be pissed at Rich, which I do not think she does. She was the one that said, let's see other people. She was the one that was bringing him his things to the juice shop, and yet she walked in on him. Now, I will say this. I think it would have worked better if drunk Jordan just stumbled into the juice shop like, wait, what the hell are you doing with my sister? As opposed to Sabrina showing up and Rich running after her. I'm like, first of all, why are you running after Sabrina? There is nothing to explain. Secondly, if it was Jordan, I don't know if he would run after Jordan. Like, bro, like, first of all, put a shirt on. Like, I don't think it would look good if you're running out of the juice shop with shirtless and your pants undone trying to chase another man down. That doesn't look good, Rich. So, yeah, Penelope, they just completely ruined her. And I honestly thought they were setting things up for Penelope, Jordan, and Rich to be written off the show, along with Tony. Tony's up in the air. The whole Alaska thing just came out of nowhere, but I thought they were gearing up to get rid of him too. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I truly feel like it was character assassination. It truly was. So I mentioned in another video that for all we know, Penelope might get pregnant by Rich, and how wild would that be? The man who didn't want kids, and then when he agreed to have kids with the woman that he loved, rejected his sperm. Well, technically the hospital did, but even when he's like, well, let's have kids the old fashioned way, she's like, no, I choose me. So to have Penelope knocked up, that would be wild. And also, speaking of Sabrina, it's like, me and Angela were going at it on Twitter earlier today about how who was right and who was wrong. And I said, Sabrina has no right to be upset because imagine if Rich, when he popped over to her apartment earlier in the episode, what if she was making out with Calvin? Nobody would blink an eye. Oh, that's what he gets. He ghosted her. What did he come over to her place unannounced for anyway? But now to like villainize Rich for getting it on with Penelope is stupid. That's just my opinion. So like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.